Good morning from sunny Southport. I'm just on my way home now because I'm just going to finish off packing. I can't believe I'm saying this. After 2 years of not traveling on a plane, hopefully tomorrow will be the day, because tomorrow, guys, I'll be off to Tenerife South, with TUI Airways. I've never flew TUI before, but it'll be a really good trip. But today I'm just going to go home, get packing, because my flight leaves tomorrow at 7:45, all the way in Birmingham. So I got to go up on the train to Crewe, meet with my partner at Crewe, and then have a night in Birmingham before flying off in the morning. Touch wood, because obviously at the time of recording my intro, I'm still waiting for the government to decide whether Spain's going to be on the amber list. But you never know. I'm hoping for good praises, so I'll see you guys when I'm on my first train, which is going from Southport to Liverpool. See you then, guys.
Welcome on your TUI flight to Tenerife. Our expected flight time this morning is 4 hours and 7 minutes. So that you can get moving as soon as possible, please put your hand luggage in front of you. Please make sure nothing is blocking the aisles or the emergency exit. If we ask you to leave the plane quickly, leave all luggage behind. All mobile devices, tablets and e-readers should now be in the in-flight safe mode or turned off. Larger electronic devices like laptops will be switched off to your hand luggage, along with any bottles or heavy items. If one of your electronic devices is damaged, becomes hot, produces smoke, is lost or falls into the seat structure, then please inform the cabin crew immediately. Do not attempt to move the seat without the assistance of a cabin crew member. Electronic devices must be monitored at all times when in use. This includes when they'll be charged by power banks. Smoking is not allowed, including electronic cigarettes. For your safety, there are smoke detectors in the toilets. Our captain will say hello in a little while. In the meantime, please remove the safety greeting card and the seat pocket to the side of you, and familiarise yourself with our safety procedures. Thank you and welcome on board. The wearing of a face mask during boarding throughout the flight and arrival into Tenerife is a mandatory condition of carriage on this flight, unless you are medically exempt or a child under 6 years of age, regardless of your COVID or vaccination status. If you develop COVID-19 symptoms, please let a member of our cabin crew know immediately. To protect everyone on board, you may be disembarked or subject to additional actions if you fail to comply with all of these measures. As you are taking your seats, we ask that you give your fellow passengers the space that they need to take their seats. Anyone carrying spare or loose lithium batteries, such as portable chargers or electronic cigarettes, in your hold luggage, please inform a cabin crew member as soon as possible.
To Tenerife. My name is Rebecca Lawrence, I'm your captain today. Joining on the flight deck, I have Senior First Officer Ben Shute and in charge of the cabin is Stacey. We're ready to go. The last of you just taking your seats as I speak, taking off towards the north, taking the right hand turn and tracking down over towards London. From there, flight time 4 hours and 4 minutes. When you're on route, expected to be nice and very nice arrival. Once we do get underway, the cabin crew will be giving you a safety briefing. I'd like to ask that you can give this your full attention, as it contains a very important safety information for this aircraft. I do have a mandatory PA that I must read out to you prior to our departure, so I'm just going to do that for you now. Can I please have your attention to important information prior to this departure? Whilst on board TUI Airways, your health and your safety and that of your fellow passengers is our top priority. Wearing a face mask is a condition of carriage and is mandatory on this flight and this Government advises to wear a face mask when in close contact with large groups of people. As an airline, TUI Airways provide a residential charter, which requires all passengers to wear masks down to COVID vaccination status. Wearing of a mask is also a legal requirement and can be unacceptable. They need to follow the instructions given to you on this flight. They result in being It's going down to what you want to get.
you are a frequent flyer, as each plane is different. If you are listening to a mobile device, please remove your headset now, and if you are reading, please pause for a few moments to give us your full attention. In the unlikely event of a change in cabin pressure, the oxygen masks fall from the panel above your head. If you are wearing a protective face mask, this must be removed, and then quickly pull the oxygen mask downwards and place it over your nose and mouth, with the straps around your head and adjust to fit. Breathe normally and adjust the straps to secure. Make sure your own oxygen mask is fitted correctly before helping others.
Welcome to your flight with TUI. Whether it's your first flight or your 50th, do take a moment to look and listen as we talk you through the magic of flying. Please keep your seatbelt fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Putting your seatbelt on is easy. Simply clip it together, then adjust it by pulling on the strap. To take it off, just lift the flap. It's not very likely, but if there's an emergency, get into the brace position. Your cabin crew are now pointing out the emergency exits. Have a look and count the rows to your nearest exit, because you never know, it might be behind you. And if you need help finding your way, follow the low-level lights, and they'll lead you to an exit. If an oxygen mask drops down, pull down firmly towards you, place it over your nose and mouth, but breathe normally. And remember to put yours on first before giving anyone else a hand. Find a life jacket either under your seat, beneath your center armrest, or inside your leg rest. Put it on over your head, pass the straps around your waist, and tie it in a double bow. The life jacket will inflate when you pull sharply on the red toggle. For more information on the type of life jackets and oxygen masks, check your safety card. And if you need more air, blow into the tube. Be sure to wait until you're outside the aeroplane before inflating your life jacket. If you're traveling with an infant and haven't been given a life jacket yet, let a crew member know now. Just remember to return it at the end of the flight. Smoking, including electronic cigarettes, isn't allowed anywhere on board at any time. Please make sure all mobile phones and handheld devices are switched to flight mode. Bigger electronic items like laptops need to be switched off and stowed securely in your hand luggage and placed either under the seat in front of you or in the overhead compartment. Sometimes things in the overhead compartments can move around during the flight, so be sure to avoid a bump on the head by opening them carefully. And if the crew ask you to leave the aeroplane urgently, remember to leave all of your hand luggage behind. We're just about ready for takeoff, so make sure your seatbelt is fastened, your seat is upright, your window blind is up or clear, and your tray table is stowed away. For more information about this flight's emergency procedures, have a look at the safety card. And if you're sitting in an exit row, please pay special attention to the exit operation. Thanks so much for listening, and from all of us at TUI, we wish you a magical flight. TUI, discover your smile.
People walking to the plane now, right by the terminal.
and this is just landed from Dublin.
until the captain has switched off the seatbelt signs. We suggest that whenever you are in your seat, you keep your seatbelt fastened over any clothing or blankets in case there is any turbulence. As a reminder, you are required to remain in your seats wherever possible for the duration of the flight. Please take care when opening the overhead compartments to ensure that nothing falls out, and as a reminder, smoking is not allowed, and this includes the use of electronic cigarettes. Any electronic devices which are charging must be monitored at all times. You'll find some important safety information on the back of your digital copy of Shop magazine, and we recommend that you do take the time to read this. You must wear your mask over the nose and mouth and chin for the duration of the flight. It should be changed if it becomes wet or damaged. When you are eating or drinking, your mask can be removed for short periods. Please remember to put it back on afterwards. Any passengers not wearing a mask on the flight today are medically exempt from doing so. Please place any used masks into a disposal bag, which are available on request from the cabin crew. It is important that only used masks are placed in this bag and no other items to ensure that the rubbish is disposed of correctly. For those of you seated in the forward cabin, the forward left lavatory is only to be used by those passengers seated in rows 1 to 10. For all other passengers, please make sure that you use the facilities at the rear of the aircraft. As a result of the outbreak of COVID-19, the public health authorities recommend that everyone should ensure that you wear face masks throughout the flight and until you leave the airport after landing. Frequent hand washing with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, the use of hand sanitizer prior to eating and drinking, and that everyone covers their mouth and nose when sneezing or coughing. And please avoid touching the face. Limit the number of surfaces that you touch to only those which are absolutely necessary. During the flight, please remain in your seat with your seatbelt securely fastened. If you wish to use the toilets, please do not queue in the aisles, door areas or galley areas. The aeroplane has been disinfected, which includes all tables and armrests, as well as many other surfaces. If you have brought your own sanitizer, please do not use these on the aeroplane surfaces, as it will remove the protection which is in place for you. We appreciate your understanding and thank you for your attention. I'd like to welcome you all on board your TUI Airways flight to Tenerife. My name is Stacey and I'm the cabin manager on today's flight. You'll find toilets at the front and rear of the plane. There are also baby changing facilities. Please ask a member of your cabin crew for information on these. Please put any hand towels or nappies into the bins. Please don't try to flush them as this can cause blockages. We will be starting our in-flight service very soon with our cafe service, which includes collecting your belongings, ensuring any large electronic devices are placed back in your hand luggage, and just so you know, the toilets will be closing when the seatbelt signs are switched on. Tenerife Airport is fairly straightforward, so you'll easily spot your TUI team after you've cleared immigration and collected your luggage. The TUI team are available 24/7 via call, text or email, but you can also find a lot of the information you may need during your stay on the TUI app. If you're not happy with anything during your stay, let the team know straight away so they can sort things out, meaning you can get back to enjoying your time there as quickly as possible. If you have any questions before we land, please don't hesitate to ask.
Flight deck with the cruise now at 39,000 feet, and we'll be starting our descent in the next 20 miles or so. Now those of you on the left hand side of the aircraft will get a nice view of Mount Hardy and the island of Tenerife as we start our descent. We'll be flying around the south of the island and landing on the northeasterly face of runway today. Temperatures in the region of 27 degrees and continually warming up, and a light breeze from the northeast as well. We'll be on the ground, and so we'll be arriving on time. We'll be on the ground at 5 minutes past 12 local time, and I understand only a few minutes after that. So just want to take this opportunity to wish you all an absolutely fantastic holiday. Enjoy the World Reserve break, and thank you for choosing to eat holiday plans. As I say, it's great to be back flying again, and fantastic to have you all on board. So that being said, please have a safe on the journey, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you.
Your armrest should be down, window blinds open. Please place any used masks into the bag. And hand it to cabin crew before landing. It is important that only used masks are placed in the bag and no other items to ensure that rubbish is disposed of correctly. need to be aware of prior to your flight home to the UK. All passengers are required to provide proof of a negative COVID-19 test taken in the 3 days before you leave for the UK and complete a passenger locator form online, which is mandatory. This form can be completed up to 48 hours in advance of travel to the UK. Please remember to provide your seat number on this form. Once successfully completed, you will be sent an electronic receipt, which you will need to have available for your arrival back into the UK in either paper or electronic format. You must ensure that this form is completed prior to your arrival. You may be required to self-isolate for 10 days on arrival in the UK. Please check the exempt countries list immediately before you return, as this can be updated at short notice. Failure to comply with these measures is a criminal offence. To make you aware, the Border Force officers are carrying out checks to ensure the forms are completed and are issuing significant fines to those who have not complied with this. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Now that we have left the runway, you can use your handheld electronic devices. Before you leave us today, please ensure that you have everything with you. Take a look in the seat pockets, underneath your seat and in the overhead compartments. Please take care when opening the overhead compartments to ensure that nothing falls out. Any lost property will be handed to our team here in Tenerife. If you were given an additional seatbelt or life jacket, then please leave these on your seat. And if you have checked in a child's buggy, you can collect this with your luggage in the arrivals hall. If you have asked for assistance, please remain seated until all other customers have disembarked, and then we will be able to assist you. Please have your passports ready for the immigration authorities, and as a reminder, smoking is not allowed. If you are on a TUI or first choice holiday, you'll need to look out for the TUI team in the arrivals hall for the next part of your journey. Once the aeroplane has stopped, the cabin crew will carry out their safety duties. Please remain seated as you will be getting off the aeroplane by individual rows. We will let you know more about this once we've confirmed with the ground staff. Please remember to remain seated after landing. The authorities here at Tenerife will potentially be carrying out further health screening, so it may take a little longer to go through the arrivals process this afternoon. It is a requirement that you continue to wear your mask as you leave the aeroplane and make your way into the terminal building, through baggage collection and until you leave the airport. This is a requirement enforced by the authorities here in Tenerife. Once you have collected your bags and cleared immigration, leave the airport as soon as possible. Masks must also be worn outside the airport terminal building, in the coach park and on your transfer coach. We hope that you have enjoyed your flight with us today. Have a fantastic holiday here in Tenerife, and we look forward to seeing you on your return flight. Thank you for flying with TUI, and a very good afternoon.
Probably not on the beach. 3 months ago.
Cabin crew, thank you. Disarm slides.